I mean, it's a little underwhelming, the story.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody going
there's
crazy?
not like
Give them specifics.
I
there's not
mean,
like
you
Huh?
just kind of
Paint
seem
the
like a
picture.
low energy blob right now. Like,
yeah,
no
fuck you,
theater,
man.
no
Fuck you,
nothing. Like,
Max.
this is your moment. You're just like, yeah, they won the game, so it was nice. And then we went. I mean, I guess we don't even need them on the show.
I don't know what you want me to do. I
Maybe
went
Paint the
that's
picture.
because maybe it's the blowout factor again, like anticlimactic. I mean, this looks like you won a week 12 game. Okay, Max, congrats.
Thank you, Dave. Feels good. It feels good to be a champion again. One of the best NFL teams of all time played last night, and we just witnessed a complete domination of a quarterback that people were trying to say is the best ever, and clearly is not in that conversation.
Yeah, I don't know who was saying that. That you have to have a rocks in your head to compare him. And I was so I bet the Eagles. It wasn't my biggest bet of all time because I will admit in the back of my head it's like they win every close game. But like a significant bet on the Eagles. It's funny because when people previewed the game, almost every preview was the Eagles are better at every single position, basically. But they're worried about like voodoo. Like that was essentially how people broke the game down, took the Chiefs. But yeah, I mean, it was a demolition from the first play to the final whistle. As a fan, did that take any? Like, I've never, all the Patriots Super Bowls were close. Like, the Patriots just play close Super Bowls. What was it like knowing the game was basically over, halftime?
Well, I wouldn't say that I thought that it was over for longer than most people would. Like the average person watching the game probably tuned out around halftime, and I it really took me until the strip sack in the fourth quarter for me to be like, this game's
Fourth
over.
quarter.
Oh yeah,
That's
oh yeah.
crazy. I get where you're
Well,
coming.
I
I would be the
also
same way, but like objectively, that's crazy.
But it's like the Patriots came back, and I was like, Patrick Mahomes is like, this could be another thing that like cements himself if he comes back from this. I'm a big loser. It would be an incredible
Mhm.
loss on me if they came back from this historic deficit or whatever. So it didn't really feel like as much of a blowout to me while I was watching it. But so like I still was riding and dying with every play because I was like, we need more, we need more, we need
I
more.
bet. I
This
bet you
game's not
most. I bet you you're not alone in that because
Uh,
obviously it ends up looking the way it looked. But
I mean,
you're
after the third quarter, like,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
But okay, fine. But even still to that point, I mean, I think you even had a tweet being like, Patriots are down 28-3. We'll see
well,
what
I
happens.
was just I was teeing it up to say like what is
Right.
they're not what is that Kendrick Lamar song? They're not like us. Like
Yes, that is the one, Dave. That is the one. But
yeah, that shut up all you Chiefs that and we have Max on, so I do want to give him his shine and let him talk Eagles and what he's doing. I I think that was almost a dynasty killer,
no,
like for
this
the
is crazy.
Chiefs. Like they
This is
still
crazy.
have their rings, but they're not like the Patriots
Well,
would beat them by 40.
what's worse, like losing to a great Eagles team, or like when Tom Brady was losing to the Jets in the playoffs? When there was
Yeah, but
that
you
like,
could no, no,
9 year
no.
drought
But
for Brady.
you
Like
could
those are
the Patriots have lost big in early season. Those aren't their teams. The Patriots never made it to the Super Bowl and got like just when you're like, oh my God, they were outclassed. They didn't belong on the same field. Like that is, and to be honest, the Eagles should have probably beaten them 2 years ago.
well, yeah, you can play the shoulda, coulda, woulda game, but like if Mahomes keeps going back to the Super Bowl, they win a couple more. They
I don't think they're ever going to win another Super Bowl.
well, I mean,
You-
yeah. Listen, if that happens, then yes, it's the end of the dynasty. But I don't think if Brady can go through like a decade long drought, lose in the playoffs, not make the Super Bowl several times, lose in the Super Bowl several times, I don't think one blowout erases a potential dynasty. If they don't make it back, yes.
No, no, no. I just say I'm not saying it erases. You can't take away Super Bowls, and I'll get to Max, right? But I'm saying they're not like us. Like
As
we
of
have
right now,
six,
yeah.
we
Yeah.
have six of them spanning 20 years and never got embarrassed on national TV like they got embarrassed. What'd you do? Break down the game after, Matt. Like what happened? Where'd you go?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Won the game, came back to our condo here, did part of my take, and then Big Dom got all the boys here into the after party, and I know that you've been a couple of those after parties. It's one of the greatest nights ever.
Now
You're
the after
where
party is big. It looked big, right?
Yeah, but he got us the like the friend like the wristbands to like the friends and family section of it. So like there's like the really big after party with like I there's a bunch of people there, and then there's like a smaller section where like the players and like their friends are. So that was it. The entire team was just like in this small little section with us, and it was like a surreal moment to just be partying with the guys who just won the Super Bowl 20 minutes after it happened. So it was awesome. Shout out Big Dom.
Was
Did anyone
Gilly like
perform or?
performing?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, Gilly wasn't there by the time that we got there because I had to go back and do the podcast. So, but I saw like videos of him performing
He
like
left.
right after the game, and yeah, I think there was like a bunch of different parties.
Got it. I mean, it's a little underwhelming, the story.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody going
there's
crazy.
not like
Give them specifics.
there's not like
you
huh?
just kind of
Paint
seem
the
like a
picture.
low energy blob right now. Like
Yeah,
no
fuck you,
theater,
man.
no
Fuck
nothing.
you,
Like
Max.
this is your moment. You're just like, yeah, they won the game, so it was nice, and then we went. I mean, I guess we don't even need him on the show.
I don't know what you want me to do. I
Maybe
went-
that's
picture.
because maybe it's the blowout factor again, like anticlimactic. I mean, this looks like you won a Week 12 game.
I just won the Super Bowl. What do you want me to do? I also I've done my recap. I had my big moment last night.
Okay. All right. Thanks for coming on, Max.
All right. You want me to leave?
No, yeah. I mean, that was uneventful.
I wish I had a
No,
better
you can go,
story.
you can go. Congrats on your little Super Bowl.
That was crazy, Max. This is crazy.
Like,
If I just won the Super
what
Bowl,
do you think of the
I'd be
Sixers
like
tonight?
drenched in champagne and cigars and fucking. What are we? This is like you won Week 6 against the fucking Panthers or something.
No, it's
Last
good.
night
Let
I
him
was
go.
doing-
Let him go.
I was doing a shoey out of my walking boot with Trulies.
You should be doing a shoey right now. This is the fucking moment,
No, it's
man.
good. It's good. Let him go.
I know,
Let him
this
go.
is
You got
it.
the
This is
Flyers
it.
thinking the
We
Sixers.
just absolutely
Go.
dominated the Super Bowl.
Go.
Made
No,
Patrick Mahomes
get rid of
look
him.
like a little boy.
I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored.
Oh my
I'm bored.
God. I like think about the what was the Arizona Super Bowl with Dave has no voice. He's puffing the cigar. Like these are legendary moments for Barstool, bro.
The one
I don't
thing
know
I
what you
will
want me
say
to
to
do. I
defend
don't
Max here is that I've seen my team win 2 Super Bowls. Both of them have
Yeah,
been
fuck
it
you
does,
too.
it does
Everybody's seen a fucking championship by now. Fuck you guys.
it does like that moment was the Malcolm Butler interception, right? Like that is a moment that will live on forever. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. You get the Malcolm Butler. You got 28-3.
Yeah, right.
You got Vinatieri field goal at the
Yeah.
buzzer. I mean, you want me to keep going here? You got the Eagles, the guy McNabb puking on his shoes down the stretch. I mean, I'll go one down the list. I got a lot of moments, Steven. And I was just excited. Yes, go, Matt.
I'm excited. I don't
No,
know
I know you're
what
excited.
do you
I
want me to
cut
do?
him off. Let's
I'm
go
an
to the
excited
normal
guy.
rundown. I don't even know why he starts to DraftKings. This is an old ad, so I don't know. The use the code rundown and sign up. That's code rundown. The crowd is yours. College hoops is coming for all your favorite personalities. And I'm sure he did it to Max's defense on PMT. I'm sure he went crazy and did all the stuff there. And we get to see. The thespian was too tired to put on an act for us today.
He can't do it again. He's a
Yeah.
one take guy.
I don't.
How do we get him off?
I don't know. I will leave. I will respectfully
One of the worst
leave.
post Super Bowl performances ever. Ever.
It's almost going to be memorable in a way. This is if you're going to do
was so
do this,
lethargic, low energy. Well, we won the Super Bowl. Big Dom
to the
gave us a
party.
bunch of bracelets.
There was
it was
the
cool.
players. They were there.
Flyers aren't very good.
All right. Thanks for having me.
See ya. Awful.
Dude, I can't, man.
I don't know what I expect them to do. Just high energy. Like we can. Like who are their enemies? I was more fired up about the what happened to the Chiefs. And
Dude,
I really became a
like
Chiefs.
if that's me, I'm recapping the whole fuck. I'm sticking it to Giants fans. We took Saquon from you. We won the fucking chip. We fucking ended Mahomes. Kelsey was crying. Taylor Swift's getting. I mean, there's a million things, and we won. Yeah, we won the game.
I don't know if it's because of the blowout factor, and I'm sure I haven't seen them on BMT.
Bro, if you ever had a dominant Super Bowl, you'd be running up the score on that.
I will say, when Michigan won the national title, I inserted myself into every single show that we had during the course of the day. Like, and I kept the energy on 100 million trillion. Like, you got to go on tour. And you got to be going.
It's the car wash, man.
Because these clips will live on. These are the clips you get. Remember, you got to be going. You got to have confetti in your hair. You got to be holding. Like, you just
know what it is, man? It might be. And I can't. Maybe I would be the same way. I don't know. I've never fucking been there. But when you're like a loser, like born losers like us, me and Max, like you might not know how to win. I don't know if I think. Yeah,
I mean, I don't want him to fake it.
I don't know.
I'm not asking him to fake it. It's just he's such a loud, obnoxious guy. I was expecting some level of like, fuck you or fuck you. Yeah. We beat Mahomes and Brady. Like, I mean,
fuck Jackson Mahomes. Fuck,
I don't know if you guys got wind of this, but on Monday night in New Orleans, like we all got there like Sunday night, Monday for the week. And Big Cat took us out to a very nice dinner, private room.
Yeah, I saw the speech.
Yeah, I mean, the speech was...
the speech was unbelievable. Everybody, about 10 of us spoke. Everyone was just like, hey, really thankful to be here. I love everyone I work with. Everyone's so talented. Max gets up there. We picked randomly out of hat. Max gets up there and just gives a 90-second pump-up speech about how the Eagles are better in the trenches. Yeah. Doesn't thank anyone.
Maybe it's just exhausting.
Like birds.
Every single person could say that they were bested by Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Every team in the NFL could say that. However, it only takes one night to beat Patrick Mahomes.
One night.
Yeah.
One night.
Why not this Sunday night?
Yeah.
Why not?
We have the better trenches.
Yeah.
We have the better running back.
Yeah.
We have the better defense.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, defense wins championships.
Yeah.
All right. So Sunday night, we will fight, and the Philadelphia Eagles will return as Super Bowl champs. Let me get it, go Birds!
You gotta get the reserve. Like the way I look at it, the players play on the field. That's their job. Then my job starts after they win.
Exactly, man.
Like, bro, all right, you did your job. Now my job is to infuriate every other fan base, rub their faces in it, and not let them up for air. That's my job.
Max should have done the rundown from the top of a fucking telephone pole, a greased up telephone pole, holding the phone on fucking Broad Street. You have the best O-line and D-line ever. You won in the trenches. You got Cooper DeJean pick sixes. Like, there's so many fucking moments to dig into and run up the score and be cocky. That was great. What's the point of winning a Super Bowl if that's
Honestly,
how
I don't know.
React?
Yeah, and it's usually over the top. Mountain Dew add a blast of refreshing tropical lime to your game day with Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Tropical lime flavor Mountain Dew. So delicious, so refreshing, so perfect game day. Ride the Baja wave on game day. Grab Mountain Dew Baja Blast for you and your crew whenever refreshing beverages. So I will say, a lot of people nailed the game. Our experts, Greg Olson, when we had him on, he goes, listen, the Eagles will win. I think they're going to beat them pretty bad. I think if it's close, the magic plays will go Kansas City. Fair. Gruden said Philly wouldn't be able to run the ball. They really couldn't. They stopped the run, but it was the defense, the trenches, and anybody you talk to before the game, they're like, the lines, both of them go to the Eagles, but they were picking Kansas City because the Mahomes and the legacy and magic. They're like everything. And by the way, it started that way on that pass interference, which is a Awful call, the offensive pass interference. Did you see Hopkins being like, what are the people going to say now about the refs? All you Kansas City babies complain about the refs. You lost by 100. I think that was the point.
I don't blame people. I felt the same way too, though. Like until it does feel Brady-esque. Like I know he's not there yet, but if you're looking at how it's tracking, I got to a point with Brady where it's like I'm not betting against him until it happens, and now it happened, and now things change. But I don't think going into it, even despite knowing that, like in my opinion, when you have that much better of an O-line and a D-line, like nothing else in the world matters. I think you'll win that football game 100 times in a row. But when there is somebody who is an all-time great, until they lose a game like this, I don't think it's crazy to believe it can happen or bet against.
They were down 10-0, and the live line was 2.5, and I was petrified, and I didn't touch it. It was just like after that pass interference on AJ Brown, they had to punt it, and that first throw that went to Juju for the first down, where he kind of pivoted everyone one side and went to the middle. I was just like, oh fuck, like it's gonna be one of those days, and it was not.
Well, you know what? Because even what was it, 10-0?
Yeah.
Like they were getting their fucking ass kicked, and it was still,
yes, it was very Kansas City-esque.
And then, but then it was, the pick and the bomb, and like all of a sudden it just spiraled. And then, what was it? I guess when there was 2 minutes left in the half, and it was like, all right, if they score here, you can make a game.
And they threw the pick.
And then they threw the pick. That to me was a wrap.
Awful. I mean, Mahomes is awful. And again, from my perspective, and I'll ask you, I'm biased. To me, it ends any comparison between the Patriots and the Chiefs. Just ends it.
I mean, like right now, but like, what if he goes back and wins 2 in a row?
We can reopen the books.
Fine. But I mean, if he was like 40, I understand.
Well, you got to remember they're getting like the Patriots had 2 runs at this. The Patriots had Dynasty 1, Dynasty 2, same coach, same quarterback.
But doesn't that mean to you like
I've never seen Brady get embarrassed like this on a national scale, so I don't think it's the same. Brady falls behind by 25. We're dancing by the end of the night. This team's losing by 50.
But again, like what is people put so much stock in? It's kind of like the LeBron and Michael thing, and Montana when he was perfect in Super Bowls. Like if you're not making it to the Super Bowl every time, if you're losing, I think losing to the Jets in the playoffs is worse than this.
No.
Why not? You lost to Mark Sanchez versus losing to like an all-time great.
Yeah, it's not memorable, exactly.
But I'm saying, that's just a silly
that's
point
just because you're a Jets fan. I think that's why you're saying that. Like most people, Kevin, don't even remember that game. If outside of like Patriot or Jets fans, if you're like, did the Jets ever beat the Patriots? Most people probably like, no, they never did ever because it was an early round game.
People don't remember it doesn't mean that
this will be remembered. Pat Mahomes has been demolished now twice in the playoff in the Super Bowl. Bucks demolished. You can't these 2 seasons be like arguably the Chiefs were the best team. They're not even close. They could play 100 times. They're not going to beat the Bucks.
What do you think is worse if Mahomes just keeps going back, right? Having a couple blowouts on your resume versus having like a 9-year drought. Like
I will reopen this thing if they win it.
Got it.
Obviously, Philadelphia fans going crazy. You got people riding horses through the streets, grabbing flagpoles. I mean, Philly's doing Philly stuff, which is what you expect. I saw some girl climbing a pole. She's wearing like that book cover as like a costume. So, I mean, Philly's doing what they're doing. And congrats. They deserve it. I did see a lot of people. Taylor Swift got booed. I see all the political people trying to turn that into like a political thing, which is hilarious. Like she's rooting for the Chiefs and it was almost all Eagle fans. So obviously she's going to be booed.
By the way, Jalen Hurts stepped the fuck up. He played a good game.
Yeah.
He played good.
I thought he made some big passes.
He had a horrible interception.
Yes.
Let me say this.
But I'm saying, I guess I should say,
when your defense,
if it was going to be a blowout, I thought Saquon.
When your defense is doing what your defense is doing, it certainly puts the quarterback in a pretty advantageous position. Like you get the ball 1st and goal at the 10, you have a defensive touchdown. They're playing way from ahead. He's in control of the game basically. And that was the defense. That was all the defense. I don't know what I've been doing in the Super Bowls. I thought most of the commercials were horrible.
Yeah, not great. I don't like was it McConaughey, whatever that commercial was, where he's in the rain. Like, have a new commercial for the Super Bowl.
I
That's
agree
been
with
on
that.
for months.
Mhm. Yeah, the whole like leak it, a month before really ruins a lot of the appeal.
Yep.
Everybody's
Halftime show. Most people hated it. I feel like.
Most people
Listen.
cared about the jeans.
Yo,
How
listen,
tall is that guy? A foot?
he's like 5'5". He's like 5'5". He's super tiny. He's very tiny. That was a bad Super Bowl show. It's like he's a good rapper and a good performer. The Super Bowl is a different stage, man. And when you just play like cuts off your new album that nobody fucking knows, and a lot of people in the rap world are like, he doesn't care. He did it for the culture. He did it for rap.
People gotta stop saying the culture. That's what people say to me in crypto. Do it for the culture. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Well, it was for black people. It was for rap. It was not for the masses. That's all fine. But then the masses are going to critique you and be like, that fucking sucked.
Why was Serena Williams in it?
Because
Just
she's
spread to
Drake's
the program?
ex. That's the other thing.
Okay.
It was heavily like, that's like your moment. And he made it a lot about Drake. And
I don't know, why does Drake? I'm not a rap expert. I don't particularly care for either of them. But if somebody's coming at you who's 5'4", I feel like just keep calling him a midget. Eventually, you win.
he did, but then Kendrick just kept calling Drake a pedophile.
Who cares? You're a midget. Hey, okay, midget.
I would have gone with that too. You're right. It's
Hey,
like,
little guy. I can't
Drake
hear you
really
up here.
boxed.
Are you calling me a pedophile? I can't hear you down there. It's different weather.
Yeah.
You're in a different zip code.
did
I
in
don't
the
even know
beginning.
you. I can't even see you. I don't want to step on you. Let me put you in my pocket, little man.
in the beginning he was like, I'm richer than you and you're short. And then he
Rich,
just
no.
stopped hammering.
Money, no. Like people can gain money, lose money, can't gain height. Hey, you're tiny.
He's a little bit.
As someone who's like 5'10", right on that average, I know. Get him that. I don't care what this little man says. Game over.
Reese's peanut butter cups are the perfect combo of chocolate and peanut butter. It's an all-time candy. It is bare minimum Mount Rushmore, if not top one, top two ever in the game. You've got the regular cups, you got the minis, you got the king size, different shapes, different styles. May even be better when it has the layer of ooey gooey delicious chocolate lava. And you can get Reese's cups anywhere. Everywhere you go, the bodega, the corner store, the grocery store. Get your Reese's on every time because it's lava time, baby. So try Reese's new delicious chocolate lava big cups. That's the Reese's chocolate lava big cups. Try it out now.
And then obviously I've never, in trenches, what they call it, Jailstool, which is crashed.
So fucking mad at these crypto people. I'm so fucking mad
What's
at
it at right now? It actually went up a little bit, but wow, it's been a wild 48 hours for me. I mean, I was at the Super Bowl. I tweeted this out, but I was invited to every party. Biggest talent in the world. I'm just laying in the dark, working on Jailstool.
It didn't work out, but I want to thank you because this was the moment, man. And these fucking crypto people who just don't acknowledge it, don't understand it because they want it to be their little clique. They
get it, but it's what, and I'll go into this a lot more detail, but everybody basically in this inside crypto world is trying to make money, which is fine. I have no problem with being like, it's the DraftKings like rocket game where the rock goes up and you can eject whenever you want. And if you wait too late, your ship explodes, you get nothing. That's essentially what a lot of this crypto world is. However, I've never heard anyone playing the DraftKings game whining and blaming somebody else when the rocket explodes. Whereas these crypto people are like, how'd you get out? How'd you eject? You fucked me over. You fucked me over before I could fuck you over. That's essentially what they say. I wanted to fuck you. You fucked me. You're a scumbag. So I did. Even though I bought this coin, Josh Allen MVP, and I just learned how to do it. And I've been deep studying crypto and launching coins, thought about it, still thinking about it. And I'm like, I got to kind of get, the more I learn, the more before I do anything huge, I want to be in it so I can learn it, experience myself. So this Josh Allen coin that's on there, I'm like, I tweeted. I think I said I lost $1 million betting the Bills. I bet I can make $1 million on this. I'm going to try to make the money. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to flip it. I am going to buy this. I'm going to flip it quick. I did that. And everyone bitch, like, how do you flip it? You're a scumbag. It's like, why? Because I did it before you didn't press the eject button. And they're whining and moaning, hypocritical. So I'm like, all right. And everyone's making these coins and sending me them. Dave Portnoy short. Dave's a pedophile. Dave's sex tape. Dave fucks his dog. Everything. And I see one of them called like Stool Presidente, jail stool, a picture of bars over my face. I'm like, all right, that one's funny. So I was like, here, I just bought some coins in this. I don't own it. I didn't start it, and I'll never sell it. I will never sell it until like it gets a billion market cap or half a whatever. It'll get to a point where if I sell it, it won't affect anything because the market cap is so big. Starts going crazy, rocketing. Ironic that a coin that's making fun of the scammers calling me a scammer is now going boop. And I want to show people because I tell the truth. Unlike these people, I take a screenshot and I'm like, hey, I could cash out for like $500,000 right now if I want, but I'm not going to. I put the phone in my pocket. It sells it because I didn't get off the screen. I look, I'm like, oh my God, I just sold it. After pounding my chest, like I will not sell, trust me. And it looked like I really did a rug pull. So I'm like, oh my God, I had to put $100,000 of my own money in to back up what I said. And once I did that, everyone's like, oh shit, he's telling the truth. And it just went to $225 million market cap.
Oh,
I could have cashed out like a couple $100 that I started with this thing for $6 million. $6 million. I didn't touch it. I just sat, let it. It's not my coin. Other people are making money. $6 million, Che. People are making money. It's crazy. Then I am talking to Kraken. We have a partner. They're going to onboard Jailstool. Let people who don't know anything about this buy it. So I'm like, this should send it even higher. And I'm still saying, I won't sell it. I could, I won't. I do a halftime press conference of the Super Bowl, and I do something that I think is like really nice. I'm like, every 100 million we go up in market cap, I will put 100,000 of my own money into it, up to spending $1 million. And I still will not touch it. It crashed. I have no idea what it went from like 200 market cap down to like 130. And I do DDTG this morning, be like, you motherfucker. I'm working my ass off promoting this thing for free, not taking a cent, trying to get more liquidity in this thing. And these snipers, these rats, they're just profiting off me, but not normal people. Like it's the crypto experts making a bag on my back, and normal people are getting fucked. So I did that press conference calling them out. Jailstool tanks. I will still promote Jailstool forever. Not as much as I have. I'm rooting for Jailstool. I'll never take I could still take out $1 million right now. I'm not. I never will. I'm sticking to my word. I'll only even think of taking it out if it hits $1 billion market cap. So, and if it gets to 200 million, I'll put it in 100 grand. Just, I will do everything I said, but I'm not going to sit here and just work my dick off, promote this thing for nothing while I know the wrong people are profiting for it. Hopefully it goes up. I'm rooting for it to go up. But that's the elevator pitch on what happened with Jailstool.
If you were thinking about selling, there has to be someone on the other end buying. Would they know that it's you, or is it just like okay?
Which is great. That's what I said I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Like, you can see what I'm doing. This thing, people are sending me, like, you can send people coins. Like, I have a wallet. People know what my wallet is.
Okay.
People send me these coins. That's what happened with Jailstool. I just picked one out of a hat. That guy made $1 million.
There was that dude who put up like 70 grand. He made $1 million too.
That guy could have made it if he held it. But people send me these coins. If I buy one, they can see it. I don't have to say a word. I can make 250 grand in 20 seconds. Mm-hmm. It's insane.
Dude, I thought the same way as you, that the main problem is regular people don't know how to buy these. And so
that's a major problem.
But
no idea.
it feels like the opposite. It feels like these crypto people don't like. It's like when your band goes pop, and it's like, oh well, now it's like gone.
I think it's a combo. I think they're just greedy.
Yeah.
There's so much money coming in, they won't let it grow. And they're looking at it like if you're a bunch of pros sitting at a poker table and a sucker comes in, you just suck the sucker out. So all these new liquidity, but it's so short-sighted. It's so short-sighted.
Has there really ever been anybody of note with influence who has been like, I'm not going to sell. I will ride on the rocket ship forever. I really thought that was going to make a difference.
Me too.
People would be like, obviously that doesn't mean it's going to just keep going up, but there's some safety, there's some level that we're going to maintain here.
And the issue, I think, if you launch your own coin, and some people have major issues with it, you can control the supply a lot more.
Yeah.
So you can prevent the selling. You can put more here. By this thing got so big, I was just like a little share. I couldn't do.
But the problem is, if you launch it, I don't think anybody believes you that.
Hopefully now they do, because I could have I could be if I just wanted to be like, hey, I'm gonna hold this. I'm doing it. I'm pumping it. I could have made that all on Jailstool.
Right.
I chose not to. So I've been 100% truthful. So
do you think people believe that?
What?
Do you think people believe
they see my wallet?
Yeah. But I'm saying that you never will sell, or they're I've seen a lot of people being like, he's lying. He's gonna rug pull. And it's like, maybe you need to do this a couple times to prove to the crypto world, because literally everybody else has rug pulled.
Every 26 seconds, a burglary takes place in the United States, according to FBI data. That means by the time that this ad read is over, there will probably have been a couple homes burglarized. So protect your home before it's too late with Simplisafe's proactive security system. It's here to stop threats before they even have a chance to break in. Because, you get the alarm once they're in your house, but then the damage is done. It's dangerous for you and your family. You're losing your belongings. Let's stop that from ever happening with Simplisafe's Active Guard outdoor protection, which helps prevent the break-ins before they happen. It's AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents to monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. If someone's lurking around, someone's acting suspiciously, those agents can see and talk to them in real time, activate spotlights, and even contact the police, all before they have a chance to get inside your home. So visit simplisafe.com/rundown to get 50% off a new system with the professional monitoring plan, and your first month for free. First month free, 50% off. Get the professional monitoring at simplisafe.com/rundown. There's no safe like Simplisafe.
It's getting to the point, I don't even feel bad for, used to be like rug pull. I wouldn't do it. I'd never do it. It's not worth it. But at the same time, you're just trying to rug pull them. Yeah. It's like, it's a showdown. It's a rug pull showdown. It's like each person has a hand on the rug. It's like, who's going to pull first? And it's going up and up and up. And now, when you pull, it's done going up.
The main reason that is, though, I think, is because these coins don't have any actual value, right? So it's just to make money. So why?
You got to come up with the utility. But I would argue Bitcoin didn't have a whole hell of a lot of utility when it started. Doge doesn't have some of them. I don't know. Fart coin. I don't understand.
Fucking infuriating, man.
I don't understand.
What if you?
Why are people buying fart coin? I don't know.
It's just. I think it's kind of a thing going viral. It's just it.
But ours was too. Why did it stop? Why did it stop when I made what I thought was
fucking halftime, bro? That halftime.
I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna just give $1 million to a coin. I'm just giving it away.
There has to be a level of distrust that was just he's not telling the truth, because everything you're saying and doing should make a coin more appealing than the average fart coin.
Here's my only answer. When I say that, suckers, normal people are like, let me put in, and the sharks are like, let me pull out.
So I looked into putting in, so that's probably why it crashed. I have no idea how to do any of this. If people are sending you coins, that means there is some type of I think you said infrastructure behind it, so they can control.
They're a hobby. Yeah, they're the legal part of it is like, oh, this is cool. It's a baseball card. I own 30,000
Right.
Jailstool baseball cards. So yes, there's an infrastructure you can send. Just shows up in my wallet.
But honestly,
Like let my wallet right now. I can go tell you like what's
this is
in
no
it.
different to me though. Like the fucking a U.S. dollar, the Treasury just prints it. There's inflation. The people are. It's like as long as there's an
Oh,
agreed upon
that's why I
market.
like crypto. Listen, stock market, Merrill Lynch, JP Morgan, all these people, when they do IPOs, we don't have access to that. They get it before the public does. And guess what? The public buys it, it goes boing, and then they go, peace.
See ya.
Same exact shit.
Right. At least there's, it's on a controllable level for the average person. Do you think that people like, are you, if you're going to do another coin or invest in something else, are they like if you were to say, I'm sticking with Jailstool and only Jailstool, do you think it goes back up?
No.
You think it's just done?
I don't know. I don't know what the other people are going to do. There's a big portion, I believe, of crypto who is just like, I don't give a fuck about, which is fine. I'm going to try to make the most money and I'm going to pull when I think it is. And maybe they have algorithms and they see what's coming on and trading. But I don't know.
I did see somebody say like, one of the people who replied, I don't know who it was, to your tweet, was like, you got 72 hours in a coin and then that's it.
Yeah,
like,
that could be it.
The craze just dies. It's like, it's a viral moment and then the viral video goes away. But I don't know. It's like if someone who can continue, like you have such influence to make things viral. And I thought it was going to be, all right, he's going to start doing Davey Day Trader. He's going to do the thing. Right. And it's like.
But then when they tanked it, it's like, what am I doing this for? I think I'm just doing it to fill the pockets of the people who are going to take it. Like the way I look at there's this money that's just, if you look, they're trading it in and out at different coins. So if you're at a poker game, using that analogy, this is how I look at it, and there's 10 pros at the table, you're just trading the pros' money. Yeah. Like the money's moving pro to pro. You need other people to enter the game, so there's more money. Well, who's going to enter the game if the second they come in, you fucking wax them?
Yeah. But also, what are you going to tell the pros to take it easy on the new guy? So I get, you know what I mean? It's like you're not, you don't know what you're doing.
But that's what I got to with Jailstool. I was starting to worry, am I leading sheep to slaughter potentially? And am I just like doing this for the sharks to eat the minnows? Like, and I'm doing this all while I'm not making a cent.
But so this is where, all right, here's a question. What's the percentage of crypto freaks versus like regular people that bought that, you think? It's like
95.5.
95.5. So if we, you're talking to Kraken and we're like, hey, Barstool fans, and you're talking on Part of My Take, and you're talking on the run, Davey Day Trader, and you're like, use this promo code Stool or some shit, use Kraken, it's easy, and now all of a sudden that's like 75-25. Does that?
Yeah, yeah, but I don't think like the money comes in and they just take it so quick, and a normal person's like, I just put $1,000, it's down to 400, I'm out.
But yeah. But I'm just like, everything.
It's not an easy process either. It's like you gotta sign up, give your thing, and it.
I just feel like if Stoolies always rally to do like everything. They always have surprised us. Like every turn, they've always showed out, and they just don't know how to do this one. And if they did, and it was easy, and they joined,
it's just it gets it. You can say invest at your own risk, do all that. I don't know.
How about this? Is there a way? I mean, I guess this kind of sounds like Barstool Gold-esque, which was not a success. But it's like if you buy Jailstool, you get free tickets to Chicks of the Office show, and you get
I don't know that'll do. I mean, the problem is you need the cryptos people liquidity as well. Like it all plays together.
Yeah.
Like I mean, this thing went to a $225 million market.
I thought we had 5 in us, Dave. I thought 500 was there, man. I don't know about billion, but I thought 5 was there.
People are like, because the Trump coin, people like that would have gone even more, but Melania came out and fucked it. It's like, I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to keep doing things that help it.
Now, so do you think like if you talk to CoffeeZilla, if you talk to some of these people,
CoffeeZilla told me never to do it in the first place. I'm like CoffeeZilla. I wanted I'm the oppo. I'm like, hey, CoffeeZilla, come sit to me because we're doing it.
That's
honestly.
where I thought. I mean, I guess I'm just drinking the Kool-Aid and with your influence and Barstool's influence over the years. But they tell you not to do it because there's never been somebody doing it like you're doing it. Everyone is a scumbag. But if someone's not, then it could, theoretically change.
But the market.
But they're just there to make money. It's hard to tell people to like, if you're here to make money and you can make the money, why would you not?
If you're at a craps table and they're still rolling, and suddenly you have $1 million sitting on the table, but if it rolls 7, it's gone. It's really hard, I guess, to tell somebody keep leaving that because there's more coming in.
Yeah, but I guess wouldn't it be like if you said, I'm going to roll at this table forever. I'm never leaving. Right. That's what I mean. Like it should theoretically make that person think differently. Like I will eventually.
But I don't control it. I was just a shareholder, not even the biggest.
But that's also what I thought was good was that when you own it is when people think you're going to rug pull. And it's like, I'm just an investor.
In the 30,000 foot view, though, doesn't this prove that the next coin that you get behind, everyone's going to get in early and hopefully be around long enough to enjoy the.
I would hope so.
Assuming you make a similar promise.
I would hope so. I think I proved.
Right. This is the case.
If I was trying to make money, making $6 million on a couple $100 in a couple hours, pretty good. That's pretty good. And I once it started going, I knew that things were going. It's like, but I haven't touched it. I even put more money back into it. I put more money in this. I put 40 grand into it this morning.
But then the question would be, would you rather make, and I don't even know what would be a realistic figure for you, $100 million? Would you rather make $100 million on this or break the system?
Oh, listen, he said it himself. That was about ego and proving haters wrong. I'm telling the truth. Fuck you. That's
This started because to show these people who are coming at me what hypocrites they were.
Yes.
Like, how dare you sell? This is for the culture. And then they sold.
Ted DiBiase, $1 million man. Everybody's got a price. What's the price that or is there?
I would never ever mislead somebody ever. There's no price on that. I'd never be like, hey, I'm holding, and then rug pull. I would never do that. Infinity. I would set boundaries exactly like I did. Hey, I originally said $500 million, then I said $1 billion, and if I do it, people know exactly what I'm doing. If they want to sell, they want to do whatever. But I think there's ways to lock coins and not let people kind of fuck around, or hey, if you want to be in this, you're going to be stuck in it longer.
For the long game. Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't that kind of hard because someone has to be on the other end of your transaction. They have to know they're buying Dave Portnoy's stuff, in which case they're going to lose a lot of is that incorrect in my thinking?
As long as it keeps going up, everyone wins. Obviously, if there's no more buyers or people think it stops, you lose. I've always thought you have to get to a market cap where it's a fluid thing, where people selling and buying don't affect the price and the market goes up, and you have to look for utility. What can I do?
Not as big of a fish. Basically.
Yeah, so what is the utility?
I don't know. I was going to do merch. I don't know. That's a hard thing. You link up with things. I don't know. It's a new space.
That to me is where, if Barstool fans, you buy this, it's an investment, you make money.
But it's got to be bigger than Barstool.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it's tied to Barstool in a way where it's like you're a person who buys Barstool merch anyway, you buy tickets to shows, you do these things anyway, do it through this, and it's an investment on top of the shit.
Or you look at GameStop, when that was the meme frenzy, just people are making a lot of money, and people who believe in us and Barstool will make a lot of money, and the doubters will be like, I'm selling, but we overwhelm them with price and you make money. As long as everyone knows what the score is, that you could lose money, I'm fine with it.
I want it to go back up so bad, man. Fuck those people. Is there anything that you like?
But I don't. It's like I'm caught. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I get not wanting to put the work into it, but
it's not even the work. It's like I don't know that's gonna go. If I put the work in, is it just the snipers taking it? It's not gonna.
But also I do understand that you don't want like you said, leading lambs to slaughter. But I think there is a longer, bigger play of being the guy who breaks the system, sort of thing.
Well, that is what I want to look at. This one, I have no control. This was just like a joke thing that went viral, and like I got behind it, but I have absolutely nothing to do with it. I don't control any of it.
Right.
Could you do like a coin launch and announce it like, on March 1st, I'm going to be launching Dave coins. Stoolies get in. I'm going to be with this for the next 2 weeks or something like that. That doesn't exist.
No, you can, but if you announce early, all these pros have these things called sniper bots. So think of a ticket agency.
Yep.
Taylor Swift goes on sale. Who
people
gets
can't
90% ticket? The resellers. And they jack them up. So people can't even. That's what I thought people loved about this.
That was why it was organic. This was the one.
It kind of cut that out because I didn't know I was going to do it till I did it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like people. There's no one in a million years who could have thought Jailstool was going to be like a thing. I just was like, oh, that's funny.
That's why I think it's such a knock on the crypto community, because it's like the stars aligned for everything you've ever talked about and the complete opposite of everything they've hated.
I will never know why it tanked at that halftime show. I couldn't believe it. I asked Austin, I go, how high is it? He goes, it's tanking. I go, what?
Crazy. I was ready for that too, man. I was like,
I mean, it tanked. I said I'm committed to this thing, like basically forever,
but
putting my own capital in it for no reason, and it tanked.
That to me though feels like when it became a Kraken mainstream thing, that these fucking people want it to be like, it's just our little crypto thing. We don't want the normies.
I don't know what that means. That's crazy to me.
So stupid. But that's kind of like I said with music, like you want to have the underground band, you don't want to have the pop band. Like,
but this is money. Like, you don't want the normies' money. Like,
I know. That's what they should want is a bunch of people.
Somebody in the crypto world will have to explain to me why that when we did the Kraken announcement, that very much seemed to tank it. I'd have no idea.
If that's me, you got a bunch of Stephen Chase who don't know what they're doing. People don't know what they're doing, throwing their money in. That's only going up, and it's only more for
You're
me.
in at like 20 cents. Could go to $10. Like, yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought I was drinking the Kool-Aid, man. I really thought this was the one. I hope it still is.
Yeah, I'm still rooting for it. I still have money in it. I stand by everything said, but because I'm down to 908 grand now in it. It was at 6 million at one point.
Yeah, I'm down too.
Crazy. All right. Rundown.
Later.
Thanks, guys.